This is a beautiful tree. I did not expect to find one strong and thriving in a Shetland town. Nature does indeed. You may not recognize, but this is a Dal Amithal, the tree of Mythal. Our keeper's staves are cut from its like. Our keeper, Ilshe, had a staff cut for me, for when I would take on her role. Clearly not. And besides, why do you care? Enough of this. I wish to move on. Why have you given me this useless object? I see. Why stop there? Why not bring me little paintings of trees to glue all over my belongings? Because I like trees so much. I'm sure I'll find some use for this. The leather binding is quite adequate. Thank you.
So you are the commander of the Grey Wardens. Do not be frightened. Your injuries have been tended to. I apologize for what I must do. I do not wish to be your enemy. But now is not the time for this. Rest.
Serani! Oh, creators, what have they done to you?
They haven't done anything. I'm fine, Valana. It's not me he wants. I have to get you out before something bad happens. I don't want anyone else to be hurt.
Yes, all right. Let me out and I'll take you home.
The Darkspawn have your things. You can still get it all back if you're careful and clever. They're going to come back to check on you. You have to hurry. I don't know anything, but take this key. It opens a chest in the emissary's room. Maybe you'll find some answers there. I don't know. They're coming. You have to go. Find a way out of the mines. Please.
I can't just leave you. Serani, wait!
Hey, that's mine! That thing has my things! It's got its sallow, clammy hands all over my doodads, touching my junk! No one touches Argren's junk and lives!
It is the done. Very well. It shall be done. As you say. I shall do it. As you say.
I know you. You're the Warden Commander sent from Orlais. You were at my joining some years ago. Do you remember? I didn't think you would remember, but I am flattered. I was to help rebuild the Ferelden Wardens, just as you were. We were at Vigil's Keep less than a week when the Darkspawn came. I think I'm the only one left. The others are dead, or worse. I'm not sure. The emissary who leads them is more cunning than any Darkspawn I've encountered. He's fascinated with wardens. But listen, there is a Darkspawn here carrying a huge maul. He crushed my legs. He took my wedding ring. Please, Commander, slay him. Bring the ring to my wife Nida in Amaranthine. Tell her I died trying to make this world better. No, I will only slow you down. Please, do this for me. It is all I ask.
We must be careful against this.
Is she with that monster? We must get to her.
They're Darkspawn. They'll head underground to the deep roads. They always do.
The home of the Children of Stone. Yes. They say wardens can sense Darkspawn even deep beneath the ground. I would join the Grey Wardens. Give me the ability to hunt down these monsters in the deep.
At the very least, it's hard to get the taste out of your mouth for a few hours.
I am not afraid of death. I will pledge my service to you in exchange for the powers your order can grant. What say you? Ma Siranas. Shall we go then? I've had enough of this place.
Unfortunate. No, it is lost to us now. There is no point in returning, Uther. Your former comrades are impressive. They will be difficult to convince. No, Uther. I will fulfill my promise to you. All is not lost yet. Come. We must prepare for battle.
I should hate her, but I don't. I can respect a woman who fights for freedom and justice. I can look past petty hatred when I have reason to. She freed the elven slaves. Funny, isn't it? Andraste fought a tyrannical empire, only to have her followers become one themselves. People with power never fail to abuse it, even those with good intentions. I can never forgive, and I will never forget. But perhaps one day, I will be able to move forward, just as we should move on now.
Where is he? I know he's here. Cough him up, Warden. You're not gonna pull the moss over my eyes. Ogren, get your hairy ass down here.
Hang on to your beard, woman. Is this a conjugal visit? Looking for Ogren to grease the old wheel?
Don't lay a finger on me. You've done a lot of stupid things on a whim, but joining the Wardens...
Didn't you say it would be hot?
We were role-playing.
Look, I didn't sign up on a whim, all right? You kicked me out.
You were just looking for an excuse. First that mercenary company in Navarra, now this?
At least the Grey Wardens can't kick me out. I drank the juice. I'm only good at one thing, Fells, and it's killing.
I thought we had a good thing going.
Felsey, I finally got the old conquer on straight, and I don't belong anywhere but here.
Fine, Ogren, if that's what you want. The baby and I will just have to get by without you.
Now you stop looking at me like you think I'm gonna melt into a puddle of Ogren. Come on, there's Darkspawn waiting to be killed.
You know, I'm actually not the first How to be a Grey Warden. Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died. I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to. There isn't a blight now, either. That doesn't mean Grey Wardens aren't still needed. You know, my grandfather had a bow passed down from his grandfather. I wonder if it's still around. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are Darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
So what would you do if you didn't have to be a Grey Warden? That's what I thought. I've never liked the idea of being trapped somewhere, to be honest. It reminds me of the Circle. After my 7th escape attempt, you'd think they'd have given me credit for trying. No. I'm just happy to be away from the Circle, one thing at a time. You know, there is one thing I miss about the tower. My cat. Mr. Wiggums. He wasn't my cat, he was the tower's mouser. But he took a liking to me. There were days when that stupid cat was the only person I saw. Except for it not being a person. Still, I liked him. Poor Mr. Wiggums. He became possessed by a rage demon, But he did take out 3 Templars. I was never more proud. A toast to Mr. Wiggums, then. May he forever eat mice in the fade. Oh, look at the cute little kitty. He looks like Mr. Wiggums. Oh, but I don't know if I should keep him. We got into some dangerous scraps. I suppose. Well, I'll keep him just for a while, until I find somewhere safer. Is that okay with you, kitty? I'll call you Sir Pounce-a-lot. You can stay in my pack. Just for a little while, yes?
I envy you sometimes. Even the youngest human child knows of at least a dozen heroes of legend. These tales are taken for granted. They are so abundant. Oh, it makes me angry sometimes. We Dalish have lost most of our history and our legends. What we do remember, we hold dear. But does a human child value the tale of the Paragon Aidukan as much as he does Dane and the werewolf? Stories connect us to our past. They shape a people in profound ways. Without them, we are lost. I think I finally know what I will do with your gift. I will fill it with stories. These will be new stories for my people. Stories drawn from what I know and what I've seen. Perhaps one day, they will be what connects my children and their children to their past, to me. I see now that this is a gift to be treasured, and I thank you.
All rise. The Warden Commander and Liege Lord of all Amaranthine enters.
I've held it off as long as I could, but you hold the right of high justice on your land. Certain matters of court must be decided. By custom, the claimants make their case to you. I'll advise you after, then you rule. The Seneschal of the Vigil can hold court as well, if the Arl commands it. Be seated. The Warden Commander will first hear the matter of the Crown against the sheepherder Alec.
On behalf of the Crown, I submit that Alec stole 2 bushels of grain bound for the garrison in Amaranthine. When confronted by soldiers, he confessed. The punishment for theft from the Crown is death by hanging.
What say you, Alec?
My sheep were slaughtered by the Darkspawn. My family was starving. I asked for mercy. Commander, mercy.
The poor bugger. Had he stolen from anyone besides the Crown, he'd escape with a flogging.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next is a serious matter. Danella, a soldier of the Vigil, abandoned her post and was caught 3 leagues away. She is charged with desertion. Even if it were not a time of war, the penalty would be death.
I asked the old captain several times to release me from my oath. The Darkspawn are too near my family's farm. They need me, my lord. I'm no coward.
You dishonor everyone who serves the Vigil. You think you are alone in having family under threat.
The men are afire over this one. Danella is an accomplished scout, but desertion could destroy the army.
The Commander has spoken.
The next matter is of a civil nature. Lady Liza Pacton is the sovereign of Terns Down. She...
I prefer to speak for myself. The old Earl Rendenhar made certain promises to me. Some of these he committed to paper. I was given the right to the incomes of the Southern Bridge.
And what part did you take in Hal's conspiracies, Liza? To get such a fruitful prize? I am Sir Darren, and it is my land she seeks. Taken from me because I was one of the few nobles who stood against Tern Loghain.
Commander, Sir Darren is an ally. We have precious few who support an Orlesian warden.
If there's any hope of persuading more nobles to your cause, you must be fair-minded.
Ban Esmerel will hear of this.
The Commander has spoken. The matter is resolved. This session of the Arling's court is over.
And Maker help me. I hope the next one is easier than this. Commander. Oh, I hope they fare better than Sir Myri. I'll make the preparations.
From this moment forth, Velana, you are a Grey Warden.
Then let it be.
She yet draws breath, Commander. She will recover.
You are gonna pay me, right? For all that arse whipping I do for you? A stipend? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what's a stipend? Money. Now there's a word I understand. What an arrangement. You feed me and I get to take my frustrations out on the darkspawn. Anyway, can I have a pony? Nah, it's okay. I know you think I'm just drunk. I used to collect these little horse statues. Whoa, everything's spinning. And you're very shiny. Oh, gonna go sit down now.
May I point out that you're all right? You're all right. Really, when the Templars came for me, you could have decided I wasn't worth the trouble. But I apparently am worth the trouble. Considering I'm usually a lot of trouble, I should be grateful. And I'm glad to be around. When you recruited me, I thought I was jumping from the frying pan into the fire. But being a warden is almost tolerable. It's a pleasant stroll through the park, with Darkspawn. You're a giver. I'm very grateful. I thought it was worth mentioning. Thank you, Commander, for everything.